Hey there, beautiful people. Welcome to our channel, Lean Lose Live. Today's topic is on Dr. Oz, where this video highlights various controversies surrounding Dr. Oz, a popular figure in the health and wellness industry. The controversies include promoting pseudoscience, potential conflicts of interest, presenting medical information without scientific grounding, spreading medical misinformation, and inconsistent viewpoints.
Is Dr. Oz, the famed cardiothoracic surgeon and television personality, as credible as he appears? With a career steeped in both admiration and controversy, it's an inquiry worth delving into. From accusations of promoting pseudoscience to potential conflicts of interest, the path of Dr. Oz's influence is not without its thorns. Are these criticisms fair, or are they simply the cost of his popularity? Let's embark on a journey to unravel the truth. This video will explore the controversies surrounding Dr. Oz in a chronological order. The first controversy we'll examine involves Dr. Oz's promotion of pseudoscience. Dr. Oz, a distinguished cardiothoracic surgeon and charismatic television personality, has often found himself under the critical lens for promoting pseudoscientific ideas. Critics argue that his show, The Dr. Oz Show, has frequently presented medical advice that leans towards the dubious and the questionable, rather than the scientifically valid. For instance, his promotion of weight loss supplements has been a point of contention. Despite the lack of substantial scientific evidence to back the effectiveness of these supplements, they are often presented as miracle solutions for weight loss on his show. The promotion of such unproven methods raises eyebrows and questions about the ethics of showcasing unverified health advice to a wide audience. Alternative medicine practices, too, have found a platform on the Dr. Oz Show. While alternative medicine can have its merits, critics argue that Dr. Oz endorses such practices without the necessary scientific support. It's one thing to explore alternative treatments, but it's quite another to promote them as effective without sufficient evidence. This approach has led critics to question the integrity of the medical advice provided on the show. The promotion of pseudoscience isn't just about the potential misinformation it can spread, it's also about the impact it can have on the credibility of the person promoting it. As a renowned medical professional, Dr. Oz's endorsement of pseudoscientific ideas can give them a semblance of legitimacy. This can lead to confusion among viewers who trust his expertise and can potentially influence their health decisions based on his advice. These criticisms highlight the importance of rigorous scientific validation in health and wellness discourse. They underscore the need for medical professionals with a public platform to adhere to evidence-based practices and to present health information responsibly. The promotion of pseudoscience is a serious accusation that raises questions about Dr. Oz's credibility. And as we delve deeper into the controversies surrounding Dr. Oz, it becomes increasingly clear that the intersection of health advice and television entertainment is a complex and often contentious one. Next on our list is the potential conflict of interest surrounding Dr. Oz. When we delve into this topic, we find that Dr. Oz has been embroiled in controversies regarding his associations with certain products or firms. The crux of the matter lies in the fact that he has often featured products on his television show without adequately disclosing his financial relationships or ties to these companies. Let's take a moment to consider the implications of this. As a medical professional and television personality, Dr. Oz has a responsibility to maintain transparency with his viewers. When he endorses a product or service without disclosing any potential financial ties, it raises questions about his objectivity. Is he recommending these products because he truly believes in their effectiveness? Or is there a financial incentive influencing his endorsements? Such undisclosed associations can lead to a conflict of interest, which is a situation where an individual's personal interest could potentially interfere with their professional duties or judgment. In the case of Dr. Oz, his personal interest could be the financial gain from the sales of the products he endorses, and his professional duty is to provide accurate and unbiased health advice to his viewers. Critics argue that this lack of transparency can compromise his credibility as a medical professional. They contend that it is not only ethically questionable, but it also undermines the trust that viewers place in him. After all, when people watch his show, They are seeking reliable health advice, not a sales pitch. Moreover, these potential conflicts of interest can contribute to the spread of misinformation. If a product is endorsed primarily because of a financial incentive rather than its proven effectiveness, it can mislead viewers into believing that it is more beneficial than it actually is. In conclusion, the potential conflicts of interest surrounding Dr. Oz are a substantial concern. They not only question his credibility, but also potentially misguide his audience. It is therefore essential for viewers to approach his advice with a critical eye and always consult with a healthcare professional for evidence-based guidance. The potential conflicts of interest cast a shadow on the credibility of Dr. Oz. Now let's uncover the controversy surrounding the lack of evidence-based information in Dr. Oz's show. A significant concern that has been raised time and again is the lack of evidence-based information in Dr. Oz's show. Critics argue that he often presents medical information without adequate scientific grounding. Let's delve into this a little deeper. One of the most prominent examples of this issue was when Dr. Oz promoted the use of green coffee extract as a miracle weight loss solution. Despite the lack of substantial scientific evidence backing this claim, it was presented as a magical solution to weight loss struggles. This led to a surge in the product's popularity, with many people buying it in the hopes of shedding extra pounds. However, the lack of scientific consensus supporting its efficacy left many consumers feeling deceived when the miracle didn't happen. Another instance that brought this issue to the fore was when Dr. Oz endorsed raspberry ketone supplements as a fat-burning miracle. Again, there was no solid scientific evidence to back up this claim, leading to skepticism and criticism from the scientific community. Such instances highlight the potential risks associated with presenting medical information without rigorous scientific grounding. When viewers, who often look up to Dr. Oz for guidance, are presented with information that lacks substantial scientific consensus, it might lead them to make health decisions that aren't necessarily in their best interest. The implications of this practice are far-reaching. It not only undermines Dr. Oz's credibility as a medical professional, but also raises concerns about the impact of his influence on viewers' health decisions. It's a sobering reminder of the importance of evidence-based information in health and wellness advice. Moreover, it emphasizes the need for viewers to approach such advice critically and to consult with healthcare professionals before making any health-related decisions based on what they see or hear on the show. The lack of evidence-based information is another controversy that undermines Dr. Oz's credibility. And it's a controversy that raises important questions about the role of media personalities in health and wellness education. Medical misinformation is another major controversy linked to Dr. Oz. A trusted figure in the world of health and wellness, Dr. Oz's influence is far-reaching. Unfortunately, this influence has sometimes been used to disseminate medical information that contradicts the established consensus among the medical community. One of the notable instances involves his stance on vaccines. Despite the overwhelming evidence supporting their safety and efficacy, Dr. Oz has expressed skepticism towards conventional vaccines on his show. This stance not only contradicts the views of the majority of medical professionals, but also potentially puts public health at risk by spreading doubt about a proven method of disease prevention. Another controversial statement made by Dr. Oz pertains to cancer treatment. He has been known to promote unproven methods for curing cancer, such as the use of certain supplements or alternative therapies. These recommendations have been met with criticism from other medical professionals who argue that such advice can give false hope to patients and possibly deter them from seeking proven, evidence-based treatments. These examples of medical misinformation have serious implications. They not only undermine the credibility of Dr. Oz as a medical professional, but also risk misleading the public on crucial health matters. There's a real danger in spreading misinformation about medical issues, as it can lead to harmful choices and even put lives at risk. Critics argue that Dr. Oz has a responsibility, given his platform and influence, to ensure that the information he shares is accurate, evidence-based, and aligns with the consensus of the medical community. Disseminating medical misinformation not only questions his credibility, but also his commitment to providing reliable health advice. In a world where information is readily available at our fingertips, it's crucial that figures like Dr. Oz use their platforms responsibly, ensuring that the advice they give is grounded in scientific consensus and not personal belief or conjecture. Medical misinformation is a serious controversy that further questions Dr. Oz's credibility. It's a reminder of the importance of critical thinking and consultation with medical professionals for evidence-based guidance, rather than relying solely on popular media figures for health advice. Lastly, we have the controversy surrounding Dr. Oz's inconsistent viewpoints. This issue revolves around the critique that Dr. Oz often presents opposing viewpoints on his show, giving a platform to contradictory and sometimes questionable ideas without thoroughly scrutinizing their legitimacy. For instance, one episode might champion the benefits of a certain diet or supplement, while another might argue against that very same idea. This inconsistency can be confusing for viewers, leading some to question the credibility of the information presented. Moreover, this practice has raised concerns about the potential harm in disseminating contradictory health advice to the public. Critics argue that this can create confusion and misinformation, potentially jeopardizing the trust viewers place in Dr. Oz as a reliable source of health advice. In conclusion, these inconsistent viewpoints contribute to the controversies that question Dr. Oz's credibility, emphasizing the importance of critical consumption and verification of health information. Inconsistent viewpoints contribute to the controversies that question Dr. Oz's credibility. To recap, we've explored various controversies surrounding Dr. Oz. From promoting pseudoscience and potential conflicts of interest, to presenting medical information without adequate scientific grounding, and spreading medical misinformation. His inconsistent viewpoints have also been a point of contention. These issues highlight the importance of scrutiny and critical thinking when consuming health advice, particularly from media personalities. While Dr. Oz continues to be a popular figure, these controversies necessitate a critical approach towards his advice and shows.
We would be delighted if you could hit the subscribe button for our YouTube channel to stay up to date. Your support for our channel is deeply appreciated. Looking forward to seeing you in our upcoming video. Stay safe.